Who understands IT? Not me. No, I do. I do as much as we need to for the exam, and you will understand it just as well. This is standard for information technology. These three IT lessons fit pretty well hand in hand with each other. Just one big old world of technology and computing. Lots of good stuff here. Like I said, just big old grab bag. The AICPA, even themselves, admits there's just an ever changing world in the IT space. So you're going to see questions that just seem out there. Just be ready for that. Everything else is pretty set in stone, right? Your tax questions on reg, the tax law is set. Audit standards, those are set. IT is ever changing, and the AICPA does their best to try to keep up with new emerging technologies, buzzwords, all of that, right? Big data, blockchain, all of those great things. Let's dive into our learning objectives. Now, as I mentioned, it's just really just a one big aggregate conglomeration of all of what we got. These three lessons just go hand in hand. So you're going to see some of this in the other lessons. You'll see some things from the other lessons in this lesson, and that's on purpose. It's all weaved together. Now, again, also all of this you'll see here. I mean, ran it through plenty of IT experts in the field, and as much they had much more to say, but that's not relevant for the exam. We took everything, made sure it was accurate and correct, and also condensed it for only covering what you need to know for the exam. Efficient studying, nothing extra, nothing you don't need to know. But first off, we want to explain the role that IT people, processes, strategies play in determining and supporting the entity's overall vision and strategy. We had our corporate governance and COSO and all of that. We want to have a governance for IT as well. We'll see that. We want to just describe that IT governance structure within an entity. The tone at the top, the policies and frameworks. We're going to have an IT steering committee. Yes, IT is that important these days where you have a whole corporate governance structure for how to run the company, and then you have a whole corporate governance structure for how to just run IT. That important and that critical, mission critical to a company. We want to define the basics of hardware, software, databases, networks, mobile technology, and all that used internally, externally, and through outsourcing arrangement, such as cloud computing, all that. We're going to talk about that. You're going to be familiar, a lot of just terms to memorize and processes to be familiar with. I'm going to break it down to its itty bitty bite-sized pieces so you really do understand it. Yes, you could just go on and there's much more to say about all of these topics, but it's going to be at the level that you need to know for the exam. Lastly, we want to identify the role of information systems. So we're going to have a bunch of acronyms, good old acronyms to memorize: accounting information systems, CRM, customer relationship, in key business processes. Awesome. I think we're ready. Let's dive in. We're going to have a good time in this one. Hey there. Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material. We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.